Okay guys, welcome back. So fresh off the heels of our trip to Oceanside out to the sort of Titleist facility, we brought a few new products back to test. One we were really excited about, I think probably the most excited about out of everything that we hadn't seen or in person or hit, which was the concept irons.
Yeah.
So this was kind of released 2016 with the C16 range.
Okay, that's the predecessor.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
That was the first time that sort of
Gotcha.
Titleist were releasing a sort of, no holds barred from a technology standpoint, no restrictions.
Full premium product, basically.
Whatever the engineers needed to do to make it a better, faster, more forgiving product, they were able to put it into that.
Gotcha.
Knowing obviously that it was low volume, so the cost obviously reflected the low volume for the R&D efforts that were put into it, and here we go.
And so this is the modern version of it?
This is it. So
Gotcha.
CP01, which is the larger head that you've got there, and CP02. You know, interesting products. I think the CP02 would appeal to a lot of people.
That is a really good looking iron.
They have a look to them for me that's, you know, futuristic.
Yeah.
It looks like potentially what irons could look like in the future. One of those concept designs. I mean, literally,
probably where the idea came
it's
from,
exactly what it is, isn't it? You know, it's probably stepping 5 years, 7-10 years ahead in design.
Especially this one. I think this really has a futuristic kind of feel to it.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Something
I
about
think the O2 looks a little bit more traditional.
Which makes sense, because that's the customer that's...
Yeah.
They're not looking for as much of that, I would imagine, vibe as the bigger iron player would be.
So we're going to do the test from a standpoint of budget is not part of your concern.
Yeah, let's not lie. Obviously, these are really expensive.
Really expensive.
Yeah.
You know, they're up there with PXG. They're as expensive as any iron is in the marketplace, but that's the nature of the beast. It's kind of a fully loaded package.
It's push to the edge, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So we're going to do that. We are going to use the Left Dash Pro V1X.
Yep. Keep it Titleist.
Keep it Titleist. Keep it premium. Keep it, you know, custom, and test that one. I think the ball speed that these will create will match the firm core and the high launch. I think we'll have enough launch to really make the stopping power not an issue when it comes to these irons.
And show what they're kind of intended to do, which is to help someone get a little more distance in a package that doesn't look huge. I mean, that's the point of it. So obviously we could balance it with a different ball if we wanted to, if your ball flight is different. But yeah, let's see what they can do, basically.
I mean, that O2 is an iron you and I would have zero issue playing.
Yeah, I could play that for sure.
Easy.
In terms of appearance, absolutely.
No problem at all. I mean, it's a sleeker looking, a high performance iron as you'll see.
It's very good. I'm surprised that it has any sort of hollow feature too, because it's very narrow.
So narrow. Okay, let's start with
we'll start with that?
the O2.
Okay.
Very nice.
Off the toe, so really good result.
A lot of that forgiveness that you'd be hoping for. You know, you've got a 200-yard carry or 195 carry. You think you've got enough to get back to the flag at 205, and you do. You know, you get back to it, it's flown 200 yards.
That felt like one, in terms of how I hit it, I thought that would be one that would like kind of die in a bunker on a golf course. But if it still flew 200, that's not very punishing.
48-degree land angle, 118 feet. Sounded nice.
Yeah, it's hit a little better.
Yep, right on your number.
That's pretty good. That's a couple pretty good ones. Similar.
That's a great looking flight.
That's a nice shot. That's the best one so far.
Yeah, it's lovely. That's nice.
Good. That's nice. Yeah, they sound good.
Yeah, I like the techie.
Yeah, you like that a bit?
I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a kind of preference towards that, to be honest. So here's the thing with this. Those are some nice flights, but you're kind of fighting your strike a little bit.
Yeah.
They're kind of living in that low 25%. It's in the toe there. So on average, coming in at 11 toe, 4 down. So a fraction out there.
For sure.
You're getting tons of contribution out of that.
I agree.
204. Spin is on the low side.
Yes.
So that's definitely playing a part. We would maybe need to be mindful with you of what ball you were playing if you were in for a fit.
A lower spin player, yeah, we might want a higher spin ball than that.
Okay, so this would be the beast. Now, I would be interested to hear your thoughts on whether you thought somebody could combo these up. Maybe do a 4 and a 5 in this or something.
Yes, I think so. Honestly, at address, it looks a lot like a P790.
Interesting.
A lot, which I think is a compliment because P790s are nice.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Has a slightly different sound to it.
Yep. It's kind of exactly the same as the shot I hit first with the 02.
Mm-hmm.
Little toey.
That's a great flight. Look how good that is.
Hit it. Woof.
Oh, right.
Kind of hit it.
117. So even though we've lost the spin, like we always say, because you've got more speed, it's actually ended up going higher.
Yep. And this is a low spinning ball.
Yep.
To begin with.
Yeah. If its distance is what you're looking for, this is a heck of a combo, isn't it?
Nice high, sort of long flung irons. That's a good sound. As I try my very hardest to stop towing it. Those two are basically identical.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's a little fadey. Looks like it's still going to get there.
It's going to get all of it, isn't it?
Pretty much.
There's a slight pull.
Yeah.
It hasn't went that much longer either.
Well, you're right, 216 in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Was fine. That felt pretty good. I mean, they've all been really consistent. I think that's the main thing that you'd be looking at is the ball speeds have all been within 2 miles an hour. Carry distances have been within 3-4 yards.
Definitely.
It's not really what you expect from an iron like this. People get worried about the rogue jumpers and stuff, but if anything, I hit that more steady than the other one.
I think so. I think
standard deviation was lower by 1 yard.
Yeah.
And similar in spin and everything. There's some interesting stuff in there. My eyes are going to the launch angle right away.
Similar.
This is 2 degrees stronger, but the same launch. So that's what you said about all that tungsten is no joke.
Depth of the CG and kind of keeping that real low to get the launch to match, and then obviously the additional speed is what's countering the loss of spin to reach probably about a 7-8 foot higher peak. 8.
Yeah, good call.
So it's great.
Jeez. Yeah, they work well. They work really well.
Yeah, I think for the person motivated by distance, and there's not that many people watching who have that, but there's enough. There are some who will be really motivated by that.
I mean, they'll accept that this is a smaller part of the market just based on price.
Yeah.
Like, we know that.
They're different from PXG, although they share the price point. They are different. They have a different feel.
Mm-hmm. Different sound and everything.
Different sound, and I think there's some different technology in there as well with the amount of tungsten that's in there. I don't think PXG has went after that story as much. They've went more for the sort of what used to be the TPE.
So more of a feel.
More of a feel, softer, soft, thin sort of feel.
But there are people like yourself that prefer that kind of slightly techie feel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call these clicky by any means, but I know what you mean. They feel like the ball's got some jump to it, which is nice. I don't think it's a negative. It's just a characteristic of it.
And one thing I was discussing over the weekend, as I kind of put a little picture of that concept too on Instagram, was the ball. The ball can really influence the way that acoustic comes back to you. I mean, we're using a golf ball right here today. We're just about to test, which is the Wilson Duo Soft, and it's so incredibly soft by the core. That could make you feel like you're hitting a PXG or something of a softer nature. It's just the core of the golf ball is a big factor in what you feel.
Yeah, no, it's a very good point.
All right, guys, a little fun one. You know, always nice to get new product in the shop and in our hands, and something that's different to offer our clients. And this is definitely one that's kind of caught our attention. That's for sure. That's a big jump in ball speed.
Yeah, there's something worth testing here for sure.
I think the 01 is probably the real one that caught the wow factor. It'll be. I'd be curious to see who the Concept 2 is for, because that falls into a bracket where there's a lot more competition.
Very
true. I think this one maybe is a little bit more of an obvious choice.
True. I mean, those are some very impressive numbers, stuff we haven't really seen for quite a while. So.
I mean, my question would be Concept 2, how much better is it than a P760?
Yeah, true.
I think that would be a good iron to compare to. I'm just looking at the
very similar.
Very similar. That's what when I look at that, I see a P760.
All right, well, let us know. We can do that. That's a head-to-head for sure.
Okay. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you again soon.